So we wanted to get on here real fast. It's been a little while since both of us have been on here.
Yeah.
Actually, all my memories have been popping up on Facebook of all the videos we did
So it was
a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But I actually, hold on. I just got a package in the mail, and I cried a little bit.
Little bit.
A little bit. Beautiful pot holders from Stephanie, Steve's mom. And just all these little things. She told me to look out for this package a couple days ago. Even this little one, I love this. If you can like put little tea things in here. This, you're probably watching this like, what the hell? But I love it. She handmade all of these. They're gorgeous. They're really detailed. Like, I can sew basic quilts and knit a scarf that has one stitch, and that's about it. So she's extremely talented. And I told Steve, I was like, I've been looking at my pot holders and just been wanting new ones because mine are disgusting. And then these pop up in the mail, and it meant so much because she even like wrote me a little note and just said, been thinking about you, and said that, you know, I know you like to drink tea, and which I've never said before. We, a couple years ago, for a period of like 2 weeks, would drink tea together, but that was about it. I feel like this isn't, can't see, where you go.
Okay.
We would we would drink tea together, but again, that was years ago, and so she picked up on that and sent me all this stuff. So all this to say, like, she paid attention to so much detail and then did something like this, and it just meant so much. And we were talking about it's just really important to do little things like that for people. And I know we used to do that as kids with things like letters. Like,
Yeah.
it means a lot when you actually sit down, write a letter, take the time to think about somebody versus like, oh, let me shoot you a text, you know?
And that's the biggest thing. Like, whenever I saw you react, whenever you opened it up, you know, and you had that significant emotional response.
Right, yeah. I'm like, it has pockets for my hand.
But that was my biggest thing is, like, it's not at all, and this isn't to throw shade, and this is kind of like the point of the video, it's not at all, like, in my opinion, expensive to make. These are quality, but it's not, like, expensive to make, right? Which kind of got me thinking, like, what's the best gift that you've ever received? And if you're watching this, you know, the whole comment section, I'm that guy that's don't mention the comment section. But, like, let us know, you know, what the best gift that you've ever received is, because I can almost guarantee that it's not going to be something like very expensive. You know, it's not going to be like somebody gave you a car, somebody gave you a fancy watch or something like that. You know, it's going to be things like these where it's something that the person paid attention to. This reminds me of your gift years ago. Let's do that. Take a second. Years ago.
You're like, I get the sexy voice on.
But the gift that you gave my mother, and it was a picture of, like, it was the black and white pictures that you had, I want to say you sourced them off of Facebook.
Yes, that was the first year I met you guys.
Yeah, so I think that may have been like the first gift that you ever gave her.
Yeah.
Again, like, the cost of that is go on Facebook, find the pictures, you know, print those off at like Walmart or something, right? And then buy the picture frame. And that is like her favorite thing. That is, like the house that she's at right now, if you walk in, it's on that wall. It's one of the, like, as soon as you walk in, it's straight ahead. It's like the first thing that you see whenever you walk in. And watching her reaction, similar to your reaction whenever you were opening these, like, she really, really loved it.
Wow.
So,
and I honestly didn't know anything about her at that point. That's why I was like, I know she loves her kids. Let's put that in a gift. Like, I don't know.
yeah, and I think that's like my mother's main thing is like her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Specifically the most attractive one that's really gonna be a nurse. Anyways.
Yeah. And the most humble one too.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, and my mom was telling me that too. My little niece and nephew, now that I've moved away, I've been sending my niece little letters, and I was starting to get a little complicated with it. I was like, oh, I want to wait until I do this or do that, or we go on a walk here, and I take all these pictures, and then I want to print them off and send them to her, and like do all this stuff. And my mom was like, write her a sticky note, and she'll be happy with that. Like, she just got something in the mail, and it's from you, you know. And so, you know, and I went today, got little stickers for my nephew, and so it's just gonna be that. It's just gonna be like, all right, I love you. That's it. And you forget that means the world. So Yeah, do the little things. But what about you? What's something that somebody's done? I know as far as us, we asked this in a video way long ago. At like, what's the best gift you ever got? And you went, I think your first thing was food.
Yeah. Actually, now that whenever you ask me, like literally just now, like one of the best gifts, I want to say it was back in Oklahoma. Mary Lou. I have to mention her, right? But no, it was my birthday, which I've never really been big on like celebrating my birthday, right? But they had bought. It was a card and like there was some other stuff. They actually went really big. It was very like they had brought in the cake and everything. It was like
no.
Yeah, it was, and I want to say it was like my first year there.
Wow.
But they one of the things that they got was it wasn't even like a keychain. I don't think it was a keychain. I forgot what it was, but it was like a little like a little chain. Something I guess it was a keychain or something. Of I want to say it was like Superman.
Oh.
And I put that on my hospital badge, and I would carry that around on a little hospital badge for like the next 4 years or whatever.
Aww.
Yeah, it was super cool. Like, and it was just that. It's like, something so minor about my personality. Like, I'm not saying I'm a comic book nerd, right? But I like Batman for the most part.
You bromance on Batman. And you are a nerd.
Okay, I'm a nerd, but not a comic book nerd.
You're a comic
There's
book
a
nerd.
difference.
No, you're a gamer nerd.
Yeah, how many comic books do I own?
None?
Exactly. But no, like, just the fact that they were able to like look at some minute personality detail like that and form a gift off of that.
Yeah.
Same with like Corey Harton, one of the guys that I want to say he was a team leader back in the Army or something. I can't remember. But he, everyone's like, oh, what do we get Corey? What do we get Corey? It's like a little can of chew, like.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. It's very simple. Just like,
yeah.
this is my best birthday present ever.
Oh, well, and for Joanna, it wasn't even a birthday, but your little card.
The Snack Club thing. The Certified Awesome.
Yeah.
She loved that one. I want to say that continuously pops up in like Facebook memories. Because she was having a bad day. I want to say that was during the time of like Korean Airlines.
Oh.
Which, I mean, you know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Well, and at work, like Lacey, she left a little note in each of our lockers. And that morning we all were like, thank you. Well, first we all thought we were in trouble, but yeah, like a little thank you note or like your little snack club note or just, random things. It's things that catch people off guard. And even if it's something you're never going to use, I think I have a lot of gifts or little things that you're like, oh, this is random. And, I don't even know where they got the idea. But the fact that somebody actually thought of you and then took the time, even if it's something as simple as like 30 seconds to write a note, it just means a lot.
So my challenge to anybody watching this video would be today, if you're watching this, like let somebody know you're thinking about them. Hopefully in some form, like more significant than text. And I'm not saying the text is insignificant at all, but take the time to write a letter or drop something off at their door. Do it anonymously if you want to, but what?
Yeah, that's me.
It is.
I'm the anonymous dropper.
But because I think we take for granted, like, you have your close friends and you just kind of assume that they know that they're your close friends. But go out and do something. Just kind of give them a reminder. Spread some happiness. All right. Is there anything else that you wanted to add at the end here?
I don't think so. I hate endings.
Oh.
I ramble and I never know how to end it.
I've made about 36 weird faces this video, so.
That works.
Yeah.
We'll try to be on here more. Thank you to Stephanie. Thank you.
Yes.
I love you. I love the gifts. I hope to see you soon. I know I keep coming back home and then I get so caught up with the family that I don't stop by, but we need to make time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. That's the end.
Alright, I'm in the middle of cooking dinner and so I gotta go flip my chicken, but I totally forgot. I feel so bad after we got done with the other video. There were so many people that I thought of little gifts and just those little things that they do for me or have done for me that I had to give a shout out to. My future sister-in-law, Heather, she made me a beautiful customized mug for nurses and sent it to me randomly. I use it almost every day. I love it. My brother and sister-in-law, they sent me a card for Nurses Week. I didn't even know it was Nurses Week. My mom, she'll just send me a random I love you text, or I saw this dress and it looked like you and I'm thinking about you. And it seems to always be at the moments that I'm missing her the most. Gosh, who else? My other sister-in-law, she sent me one time a link to a U-Pick patch here where I live in Idaho. And I've just moved here, still just a couple months ago, so that's something that really reminded me of home, and it was super nice. So Bridget, that was awesome. Christina, she gave me one of my old coworkers. We just used to have a blast together. She's such a spaz. She called me at like 10 o'clock at night one night, and we caught up with each other for like an hour, hour and a half. It was so nice. And I never had time to call you when I went home to visit because I was spending so much time with the family and we were having so much fun. And finally, Shelby. You know, we've only known each other a super short time. She's a gal I met here in Idaho. We had so much fun. But she's been the one to really encourage me a lot of times to be like, send a text right now. Do something right now that just says, I'm thinking about you. And I'll be like, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I gotta think about the right way to say it because I'm always super shy and like, well, are they gonna think it's weird or, you know, and I didn't used to be like that. But she's like, no, just do it right now, right here in front of me. So I really appreciate that. And I know there's a million other people who've done so many things for me, but I'm blanking right now because my chicken's gonna burn, so I gotta get back.